we talked about how they actually used a main event for the main event of Rampage for once, which I'm so happy about. The opening match, at least they got one aspect of it right, though. You took one of your most popular stars with one of the more known and, for wrestling purposes, better theme songs, I'd say.
Yeah.
And you let him open the show.
Darby's song is a pop.
And it's one of those ones that it looks, it's like a crowd interaction because it has like that easy clap that goes along with it.
And then that guy's
at one point I actually knew like at least the start of the words, and
I don't know any of the words, but I know the whole tune of it though.
I hate thieves and I hate liars or something like that. But yeah, but easy enough to go along with. I mean, his opponent was Cole Carter, which I had to actually go back and see how to spell his name, because I remembered it was a K, but
yeah,
a K, not where you expect it to be a K. But I'm like, his
the
name's
K
Cole Carter. It's either one of them.
I think the K is in the Cole.
I tried that. It's Carter.
Oh, the K is in the Carter.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
I had to double check just because of the scroll bar. But see, I had to go back and forth about 100 times. Like, I'm not sure.
Either way, it feels like they want to do something with this kid. This match, from what I was paying attention to, to be honest, I had a very distracted night in general. But from what I was paying attention to, yeah, Cole Carter is he's pretty clean in the ring. He hasn't really gotten a chance to show any charisma though, and that's what we want to see.
Yeah, I know. You know, he was just over in WWE NXT recently, and like, people are pretty high on the guy. So, and he is pretty smooth. It's just gonna be a matter of how he can turn it up over time. But
yeah,
he, guess his age.
What is he, like 25?
Younger. Right now, what I'm looking at says 22.
Okay. I believe it. He looks that young.
I mean, being that clean in the
he's
ring at that age is a good start. Now, you got time to figure out personality.
Yeah, he can figure out the rest. And who knows, he might have the personality, but we just haven't gotten a chance to see it.
Yeah, everything kind of goes big with stories, and right now he just happens to be in a group that is usually at the very bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah, the factory is just basically QT and his cronies. They should probably just call it QT and his cronies.
It's literally QT and his students, so why not?
Yeah, because none of those other guys get any kind of shine out of that group. It's just like, hey, QT's doing stuff, and the other guys are with him.
It's like basically, hey, you graduated from the school just enough that we can start to put you on TV and get you practice, but not far enough along that we're going to make a big deal out of you yet.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, they're just kind of they're all there.
Speaking of just there, I mean, before the match even starts, you have Cole still sitting on the outside, and for some reason, Camarado's on the inside of the ring. But
that guy's weird.
Darby had brought a bat down with him, and he took it out on Camarado. Chucked the bat over the rope basically to Cole Carter, and when Cole went to go grab it, Darby with his quickness, that dive, just a missile at him to start the match.
I love that, like, suicide dive. Was it a suicide dive?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I love that. I love that. I love the way he does that. It's just, Yeah, he just like every time he dives, it looks like he's trying to dive.
So like some of the other guys that can do it with speeds, like Phoenix and stuff like that, like they just have so much more aerial skill, right?
Yeah.
Than Darby, but
Darby's just like, I'm just flinging my body however I can.
But it works great for that whole underdog story, getting beat up, perseverance, and all that kind of aspect. It works beautifully.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, most of Darby's matches, he is getting his ass beat the whole match. So, yeah.
And now we talk about perseverance and stuff, and, the factory being around because, Sting went to the back, like he does often. But this is definitely another case, unless there was massive interference, Darby wasn't losing.
Heck no. It's a guy whose name we both had to look up. Darby Allin is not losing the match. That would be like the shock of the year for me.
Yeah, unless they
just
want to,
like, not like a big moment or anything, but just like possibly the most unexpected thing. Like Darby Allin loses to a guy whose name I don't know.
it's sad.
Like, while he's supposed to be a top guy, like, yeah, no.
Which, so Darby wins, one with the coffin drop. You said he went for a Scorpion Death Drop during the match, or did he hit it?
He did not. It got countered.
Yeah, ends up winning with this coffin drop. But sticking with Darby for a moment, because later on in the night, right before the main event, we got a little Darby backstage video package. He said a lot of stuff.
Yeah. He talked about Wardlow. He talked about Samoa Joe.
Settling old scores. I mean, that's all basically. In a lot more words, he basically goes, I had to settle old scores. That's why I had to do it on my own. Had to, Sting go to back. Let me do this on my own. But now, I guess Joe said something the way they worded it. They said, Joe, if Wardlow was staying in the back, I could challenge you for the TNT Championship, and now, Sting can stay in the back. So, he wants his TNT Championship back.
Yeah. He wants his title back, and they did officially put it up on the card, right? That he's challenging Joe on Dynamite.
I kind of tune out those graphic cards now.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw the graphic.
For
Dynamite.
They don't usually do those little segments unless they're capitalizing on it almost right away. Not that directly, anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, Darby Allin facing another massive dude.
Hold on.
Gonna be a good match for Wardlow or Joe. Sorry.
Oh, never mind. Winter is Coming is the week after, not this Dynamite. So I was wondering. I was like, okay, if it's a big event, well, first of all, Joe's not losing the title right away.
Right.
Especially when he has other stories going on.
Yeah. The only way he'd lose the belt this quick would be to Wardlow.
And the only reason I had to bring that up is just because exactly where you were about to go with it. Darby versus big meaty men is usually where the story lies.
Yep.
Like, let him get the crap kicked out of Darby and overcome it.
Yeah. I mean, he's not going to overcome Joe, but what he's going to do is highlight Joe. Like, Joe doesn't need to be pushed, but if you could push someone with a guy that's actually smaller than him, Darby Allin is that guy.
And making nice matches in championship matches versus like Wardlow he didn't really face anyone that's accomplished as much as Darby, not so much. And a lot of his things were squash matches, so at least this gives you a chance to be like, Darby is a former champion. He's been a big deal in AEW from the start. It's already a bigger match than most of Wardlow's TV matches.
Yeah. I complained about Wardlow's reign from the beginning. And like I said, I think that judging by how big the reactions are for Wardlow in the crowd, we are on the outside looking in with this because, man, AEW is real bad at using Wardlow. That and I don't know if it's just that I don't care about Wardlow that much, or AEW doesn't use him well enough.
If he is good enough to be in AEW as a wrestler, he needs to have more challenges more often and less squash.
Yeah, like having this unbeatable champ thing, you only need one of those. So it's either him or Jade has to lose, and no.